This is what they never taught us about power. It's time to reclaim our energy, our ancestral wisdom, and our liberation. Don't let them keep you in the dark because this is bigger than history. This is cosmic. I did not know that there was a movement, an economic boycott happening or being planned, but I wanted to talk about this as a mystic, a black mystic of the black mystic tradition. And I'm not going to study all the books by the intellectuals. I'm not going to study the critiques. I study cosmic law, and that is foundational and fundamental to our ability to thrive as black people. And if we want to reclaim what our ancestors have left us, ancestral wisdom, which is essential human knowledge, we need to claim it all. And not just the fiery aspects, not just the warrior, even though the warrior has mastered themselves and knows who their true enemy is at all times, okay? They're conscious and they are aware and they take right action and have right thinking. So let's get into it. Let's have a conversation about it, because if we want movements to sustain, then we gotta do it right. It has to be in harmony with the universe. That's how anything actually lasts. That matters to our movements. Our spirit is what fuels the movements. So let me share my insights and my wisdom on it, and take it how you want to take it. I'm gonna rock the boat because somebody has to do it. I'll do it. And the time is 9:11. Come on, ancestors. Y'all know 9 is the number of the ancestors, completion of divine intelligence. One of the greatest unseen cost of oppression is the amount of energy that it takes us to hold on to pain. It costs, y'all. It costs. And true justice starts with healing. It starts with healing. Come on, Mother Maya, speak through me. Our African black understanding of the universe is that energy, Ashe, Naima, Ra force, okay? Chi is life force, and it also is your energy. And when we are locked into the struggle of reactionary thinking and moving, we're burning energy, a lot of energy, in ways that don't actually create sustainable inner power. And that's one of the energy leaks when it comes to planning movements, in my opinion, without following cosmic law. When we create movements out of our pain, they are going to be short-lived because you just ain't got enough energy to fuel it. Now, me personally, I don't believe it's my responsibility and my fault that someone would use my skin color, the way I look, where I'm born, my ethnicity, where I come from, and the history of my people to discriminate against me. That's your damn problem. You got wrong thinking and you need to fix it. I am responsible for where I have internalized those messages and I use them against people who look like me. Okay? That is where you are responsible. That is what you can control. And when the thing about the wombs allow us to be manipulated very easily, like a Hollywood film, And see, that's what they know about energy. They know how to harness it through manipulating us emotionally. And when you are more in control, the master of your mind, they can't control you from the surface level anymore. The surface is the media. And the thing is, if all of your energy is being expelled, okay, and you don't have enough to overcome the challenges of life that you must face here, because you are all of us are on our own individual journeys of evolution, as well as a collective. When we start with ourselves first, come on, somebody hears me, we get enough power. And our ancestors understood that self-mastery and communal healing is how you change the outside world for good. And the thing is, that is why there's so many gaps in our movements. That is why there's infighting, infiltration. The foundation is not solid. It must be rooted in cosmic power, cosmic truth. Not just reaction to oppression. Because when we react to the oppression, you see, our reactions are dictated by the oppressors. Food for thought. At the end of the day, tribal consciousness is necessary for communal survival. But my goodness, thank. It said time doesn't wait for nobody. And it continues to move. And the era that we are in now is where we must all rise up and above to neutralize the doubt and the fear and whatever we think are the limitations that have been placed on us, projected onto us because of the color of our skin and our ancestors. We must rise into cosmic consciousness, y'all. That is where you find out that true liberation ain't about fighting an enemy outside of yourself, but it's about being in alignment and harmony with divine order. Because, see, that's going to cancel yourself out anyway. If you decide to make yourself an enemy of the universe, can't nobody stop what's in store for you. And how long have our ancestors been in existence? Longer, hundreds of thousands of years longer than they were ever enslaved by anybody on this globe. Anyone. They want us to sum up our existence to the worst thing that they ever did to humanity. But our ancestors was only enslaved in this time for 0.1% of their entire existence. They know how to move in harmony with the universe, in harmony with nature. And shout out to Ifa that the nature of a true warrior is not what they say, how much money they can collect and fundraise. It's their character. It's how they act and show up in the world. That's how you know if they doing it for clout or if they doing it because they love all Black people. And at the end of the day, our ancestors also understood that self-responsibility is non-negotiable. When you are rising above whatever obstacle presents itself to you on your path. It's the foundation of true African consciousness. We can't just reclaim the things that we want to reclaim. We got to reclaim the foundation. We cannot succeed if we're not responsible for ourselves, our families, the relationships that we are involved in, our communities. Where is oppression and the mind of the colonizer showing up in your relationships, your family? Because the first victims of internalized anti-Blackness are Black families, Black children, Black people. So we got to heal first, learn how to manage our energy and grow our power internally, because inner power is the only true lasting power. And that's how you become spiritually empowered. We must raise our consciousness above tribal consciousness. It's a gift that our ancestors have given us because they have endured and existed to the time where we are in the time of truth. And we must master our spiritual energy and become disciplined. And it will show in our characters. It will become fruitful in our families and relationships and our communities. And once we align with cosmic law in our living, our loving, and our sharing, one, we're going to see we're not here to fix their broken system. We are here to restore divine order as the big brothers and sisters of humanity. But we do it first within ourselves and then within our communities. That's the real spiritual revolution, if you ask me. Happiest Black History Month. The Black mystical tradition is alive and well, and I, for one, am a part of it. I'm proud to be of that. And for every Black person that is reclaiming this ancestral wisdom, the lineage, intelligence that is rightfully yours, power to you. Keep going, because the revolution is spiritual and it will be televised. Black consciousness and the future of it is on the rise. I love you. Happy Black History Month, y'all. You come from worthy and magnificent ancestors. However you decide, show up and be in this world, I'm for it. I just want to throw my little 2 cents in. But may you have enough power to not let any limit stop you from who you want to be in this world, because our ancestors say the world is what you think it is. There ain't no limits unless you believe there are limits. And I ain't gonna believe in them. My ancestors didn't survive for me to believe in limits projected upon me. Now let's go from pain to power. For our ancestors who couldn't, for our ancestors who did, and for the ancestors to come, and for us right now, period. Period.